All right, I'm recording. Okay. So can your live stream can hear me, right?
Okay.
All right. So let's focus. Let's get to the topic at hand. All right. So my name is Trevor H, and this is Jackson S. We were both former members of the Divergent roleplay community. We're just going to touch bases on a lot of things about the Divergent roleplay community. Um, a lot of things that we were involved in, or we weren't involved in, or things that took place behind our backs, and you know. So let's just give a little history about what the Divergent roleplay community is. About 4 months ago, Bailey B was a really good friend of mine, and he invited me into the Divergent roleplay community. After that, the community failed. It was shut down. We really didn't do anything. We really didn't go anywhere. It only had about 5 to 10 members, and it was just a group of friends at that point. So it wasn't really classified as a community. Then myself and Bailey B joined the SADPS community owned by Shiv M, and Bailey B continued to do false role play inside SADPS. Continued to do pursuits after pursuits. Literally drove over a rock, flipped his vehicle, F2'd up and down, and then he eventually got banned from the community. Since I was inside the vehicle when it happened, I was banned by association. I recently, as a matter of fact, today was unbanned by SADPS and offered to reapply because I did appeal my ban. After we were banned from SADPS, Bailey was like, "Okay, I'm sick of this. I want to start my own community." Bailey's dream was to always have a successful big community. Personally, I don't think that dream will ever become a reality. Not to look at him wrong or anything like that, but I'm just going to explain a lot of things that happened in the community. About 15 days ago, 15 days ago, not even that many. 15 days ago, we were myself, Tyler R, Deputy Tyler, Hunter H, Hunter R, Nick M, Ryan D. We were inside of City of Injustice roleplay community owned by Raven T. The community City of Injustice just had too much going on, so we all decided to leave and to restart Tyler's old community, State of Injustice roleplay community, under the direction of Marquand Q. Marquand Q really just he just wanted to own the community. He wanted to be in charge. He didn't want an official title, but he wanted to be able to make all the decisions. And eventually, we all left. At that point, everyone was looking for a community to go to. I know Bailey's dream was to always have a big community. Therefore, um, during the nighttime, I contacted Bailey B on Snapchat, talked to him about the Divergent community, let him know that we had a chance. We could start it up. Get everything together. Bailey B's like, yeah. So I introduced Tyler to Bailey, Hunter to Bailey, Hunter R to Bailey, Ryan to Bailey, Nick M to Bailey. So when we originally started, Ryan D was going to be the deputy commissioner of the San Andreas Highway Patrol. Um, Hunter H was the commissioner of the San Andreas Highway Patrol. Jackson S was the director of San Andreas Communications Division or 911 Dispatch, whatever you guys prefer. Um, what is his name? Hunter R was the civilian governor. Nick M was the civilian lieutenant governor, and the sheriff's department was not an open department at that point in time. After that, we had these vehicles. There were some vehicles that Bailey had created about 4 months prior to the reopening of the Divergent Roleplay community. They were skins based off of I'm sorry, not the Oklahoma, the Montana Highway Patrol in real life. Ryan D and Hunter H were not happy with those skins. They did not like the vehicles, redneck vehicles. They did not like the vehicles that we had, and they wanted new vehicles. The vehicles that we had were stolen from Redneck. It was Redneck's old pack, and Bailey acquired those vehicles from Gray's modifications or something of that sort online. Um, that's where he got them. He skinned them and he put them in server 4 months prior to the reopening. Days later, Bailey B, didn't like the skins. No one really liked the skins or the vehicles. Therefore, Bailey somehow, with the assistance of Tyler R, Deputy Tyler, um, got access to the Redneck pack, which Tyler told me explicitly he who was stupid enough to pay for Redneck's cars when you could just have them for free. So he did receive, the stolen property of Redneck, and he used it inside the server, which I did not know until hours before I was banned. They skinned the vehicles. Bailey always stressed how the Divergent Republic community is unique. It's different. It's different than all the other communities. And Jackson, once I can check your DMs.
Okay.
How the Divergent Republic community was different than every other community. It was unique. Bailey was a former member of Midwest RP. I believe he was banned from Midwest RP. Nevertheless, Bailey went online to Midwest RP's website and pretty much studied Midwest RP's Highway Patrol skins. He copied Midwest RP's skins almost to the T, just changing the little colors, just changing colors here and there. So he copied the Midwest RP skins, put them on vehicles, and send me the link, Jackson. Put them on
Yeah, hey,
vehicles.
Trevor.
Yeah, what's
So
up?
we have a comment. So Marskok Monkey 324 wants to know what is so wrong with D? What did they do?
What's so wrong with who?
Um, well, what's so wrong with DRP? I mean,
Well,
what's so
if you
wrong
will
with it?
listen, sir, I'm just going to continue. I'm not going to keep it short and sweet. I'm going to explain everything. If you don't mind, if you really want to know what's wrong with the community, what's wrong with going on, just please, please, I beg of you, for you to just stand outside the stream and let me finish, talking, because you're going to get a lot. It's a lot of stuff wrong with it, and I think that you should hear this. So, like I said, Bailey stole the Midwest RP skins, and also if you have to leave at any time during the stream, this is being recorded and will be posted to the Divergent Roleplay Community's official YouTube channel within minutes after this stream is over. So he stole the Midwest RP skins or copied them and put them into the server. I had an issue with that because Bailey always stressed the importance of how the Divergent Roleplay community was a unique community. How I'm gonna also be, I'm sorry to keep going off topic. I'm gonna be posting videos or audio recordings of different situations which were found inside of a specific document that will be mentioned in due time within the stream, and also again it will be posted on the official YouTube channel where the community's recruitment video is. Um, to continue, he copied the Midwest RP skins. He always stressed the importance of how good, or I'm sorry, how divergent, how different the community was. Had an issue with that. I said, why are we calling ourselves Divergent when we're, using Midwest RP highway skins? Midwest RP isn't really happy about that, by the way. And I had an issue with that. He was saying the skins would be changed inside of a month. But again, Bailey's the same person who continuously put links inside the chat saying, "Oh, this Divergent." I'll actually get the quote of what he would posted inside of the chat. Divergent, what he would always post, the definition is tending to be different or develop in different directions. So I had an issue with him claiming that we're different, we're unique, yet he's using, Midwest RP skins. But anyway, we're going to continue to move forward from that. So again, Hunter R, Ryan D, understandably didn't like the skins for the Highway Patrol, which they were the Montana Highway Patrols, and they got changed to the Midwest skins. Tyler R originally developed the skins, and according to everyone, they look disgusting, they look disturbing, and they wanted new skins because Tyler R did a terrible job at doing it. He messed up variations or something. I'm not a developer, so I can't really speak too much on the specifics of the issues within the skins. So after that, Bailey rendered the skins or whatever Bailey did with the skins. I've just started using Photoshop, so I can't again speak too much on what he did with the skins. But he changed the skins, and the skins look really much. They look much better than what they had before. So after that was done, we were pretty much typing documents about the community for the community. Really, everyone was getting along at that point in time. Hunter H then wanted a specific vehicles to be put inside of his department, and we had just finished a whole pack for the department, and then Hunter H created a wish list of the vehicles that he wanted, and he had. So again, I explained to Hunter H that he would get his vehicle soon, and all of that. And I want everyone in the stream to know that there is not one single decision that I've made throughout my entire time as the deputy director of the Divergent Public Community that I have not had the assistance of pushing through with it or the permission from Bailey B to do it. And I have no reason to lie. I'm banned. I have no reason to lie. Anything that I did in that community, I had Bailey's permission. Let's continue on from that. So Hunter H talked about that. Hunter H always told me that he wants to do sheriff. He loves sheriffs. That's what he's about. He wants to be the sheriff when the sheriff's department opens. Understandable. Throughout all the communities that I've been in with him, and he's always in the sheriff's department. So I believe that fact. I spoke to Bailey. I was seeing that we had a pretty growing and intensifying player base, and I said, "Hey Bailey, let's just open up the sheriff's department." I go to Hunter H. I say, "Hey, do you want to open the sheriff's department?" At this point in time, Hunter H. already had his new Midwest RP skins, copied skins, and he was okay with his department's vehicles for the time being. So he said no. So we just put the sheriff's department on hold. Um, then I got a message from Nick M, Nick D, or whatever you guys refer to him as, and he said, "Do you mind, holding off on the sheriff's department for me?" Of course, I've been told when I made the decision to with the assistance of Bailey to allow him to be the sheriff. Um, again, Hunter did not want to be the sheriff anymore. Nick asked permission, of course. So Nick wanted to make sure that he had everything he wanted. He really wanted to design the sheriff's department from the ground up, which is understandable. But again, moving forward, we'll talk more about that. So he wanted specific things that were different from other communities. He had a very, very, very great imagination. Not trying to be disrespectful. I don't know how that sounds, but he had a very great imagination, very good and unique ideas. But sometimes, the ideas that he had were not community enough. If I don't know if that makes sense, but that's the only way I can put it. So there was an issue with Nick M. We were inside of a patrol. Nick M had got his vehicles. Nick M had the old redneck pack. State had the new redneck pack. Nick M was inside of the wasn't I'm sorry, I got a text message. I'm sorry about that. Jackson, are you still there?
Yeah, yes, I'm here.
Okay. Nick M had got his vehicles. His sheriff skins they were nice skins. Whoever skinned them, they did a good job on. I believe it was Bailey. They were nice skins, all that good stuff. So the sheriff's department at this point in time had no issues. The only issue that I had with Nick at this point in time was Nick was very slacky and slacking on the drafting of the sheriff's department documents, and that became an issue with them down the long run. One day we were inside of a patrol, and myself and Bailey B and Tyler and Deputy Tyler were in a pursuit. Nick M was on the opposite side of the highway, pursuing us. And let me say this before I say anything: I don't know what type of vehicle mods Tyler had on his vehicle. I was not in his shoes. I don't know if he had vehicle mods, but according to the officer that were in the pursuit, that the vehicle, the 40 Sport, was unrealistically fast and it became unfun for law enforcement because they were not able to, even catch up to us, to do the pit maneuver or end the pursuit inside of a timely or safe manner. We were shooting from our vehicles. There's no dispute about that. We were shooting from our vehicles. And I understand if an officer were to return fire on a road that had, little to no traffic and, they were the primary in the pursuit and they were able to get a shot off, that if they did miss or the bullet became stray, that it had a less possibility of the bullet striking an innocent civilian. So as we were driving, Nick M was on the opposite side of the highway, traveling about 100 miles per hour, driving past us, shooting out of his vehicle on the opposite lanes of traffic. Nick M had multiple vehicles in front of him, 18-wheelers, trucks, box trucks, just multiple vehicles in front of him. We were about a quarter mile ahead of him. He was continuing to shoot towards us in our direction. And I said inside the chat, again, this was a beta patrol, not an official patrol, just us testing everything that had been done, considering sheriff vehicles are done, highway vehicles are done. Let's get in server. Let's, have fun. Let's chill. Nothing more, nothing less. So we got into the server, and sorry, I don't know if I'm